Sporty greetings, my people. Yes, I'm back again. And today, I just want to give, before I said mine, now they said, no, don't say mine. Say, we want to give our candid assessment of Team Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympics. You know, somebody will say, Austin, relax. Let's be done with the Paralympics. It's just coming up next week, and then we can talk. No, there are problems on ground now. And if we don't solve those problems, they'll remain problems. So we just want to take a look at the issues, the major talking points of Team Nigeria at the Paris Olympics, you know, and see ways that we can, you know, proffer solutions. I mean, that's all we can do. So I looked around, I said, who can I bring that we, you know, put some spice into the conversation, you know, add sauce into it. Sometimes even put small pepper to make it hot. So I looked around and I got this man, Kelechi. You guys call him Kelechi Arsenal, but he's a big Nigeria sports fan. And Kelechi, together, we will be taking a look at Team Nigeria at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Baba, now you the runner. Now you suppose they runner. Now you the runner. Baba, now you the runner.
Excellency.
President General.
Together.
So Kelechi is here with me, and we'll be having fun talking about Team Nigeria at the Paris Olympics. So Kelechi, this is what we'll do. You know, we'll also bring, you know, our viewers into it. I was in Paris. I will give my first-hand, you know, experience, what I saw on ground. You as a Nigerian sports fan, the stories you heard, what you filtered, the lessons you took out of it. In all, we just want to develop sports in Nigeria. Baba Naidi Ronam. And they look your face. After the Olympics, you are not happy.
I expected more, much more. I didn't expect 0 medals, you know. Obviously, I couldn't make it to Paris for obvious reasons. And I was here in London following almost every sport, you know. You were reporting, you know, live from there. Kudos to people like Making of Champions as well, reporting, and you know. And when it started unfolding, it was a shocker to me. First of all, I think the news that Favour Philly was not included, which came to us as a surprise. You know, someone that has qualified for a tournament, not being included. Not
prepared
that
for 4 years.
Not that you didn't even include her. No, even the 4 years. The previous year, you failed her because you guys couldn't give her
your part
to her drugs testing, and she and the other athlete who will get to that later won silver in
for America
in Hammer. Now you did not include that. Not that you did not include that. I get it that if you want to do tactical stuff, maybe some races are too close, you want her to save her energy, blah blah blah. But that's the tactics you discuss with the player. The athlete.
Communicate.
You have to communicate. You know, it's just like you want to drop a player now. You have to tell, okay, Saka, you're not starting today. Nketiah, you're starting. You communicate. This is the reason. I think Man City, they'll play this, and I need Nketiah to do this. Don't worry, you come on in 6. You're communicating with the player, not that the player maybe will expect to start as Saka, one of the best players. All of a sudden, he's not in the team sheet. Not even in this. Maybe he's training with the under 20. You're like, what have I done? You have to communicate. I'm just using football as an example. So you don't communicate with the athlete. The athlete had to then go on social media to, you know, voice her opinion.
It's a career.
Yeah, of course. And obviously Nigerians came, you know, to her support. And those kind of situations are actually, you know, make you know, the athletes, you know, think twice about representing the country, damage their morale, you know, for the Olympics and stuff like that. So that drama unfolded, and then all eyes were on it. Again, kudos to the minister for addressing it. I was not expecting him to address it, but he's the sports minister. That's the person that
that's the leader
knows.
And everything rises and falls on leadership.
But again, we have the AFN and the NOC. They kept mute. The minister investigated and did what he did, and he was, I mean, most times communicating with Nigerians. But my problem is not on the minister. Actually, he might have some blame. I don't know. But you see, the AFN and the NOC, you know, it's time to have proper professionals. You know, running such organizations.
I agree.
You know, you cannot have a minister to be doing technical people's job. Ministerial positions are political positions.
That's right.
Just like in the UK, we have the Sports and Culture Secretary, who is not necessarily an athlete or a former footballer or whatever, but, you know, she expects the parastatals and the organizations under her to do their jobs. Yes, she will have oversight, or she will have.
That's the word I was waiting for.
Function.
And that function is very important, Kelechi, and that's why a lot of persons came for the minister's office, to just know what sort of checks did they do before the Olympics, how often.
They would have done their checks. I'm not here to defend the minister,
Yeah.
but I mean, if somebody from manufacturing comes to media and says something to you about, you can bamboozle the person will know what you're talking about because you're the technocrat. Yeah. It's what you tell the person that the person will believe.
Yeah.
You cannot come and tell you, oh, I have an idea of media. He doesn't have any idea. Austin Okorapan has been in channels for so many years and has experience. So if he's telling the person this, the person will believe. Just like the minister says, the media aide can go to the minister and say, please let us run this story. He or she is the expert. The minister can't really say, oh, this is because you don't have any idea of it. You understand? So if the FN people and the NOC come to him and say, oh, God, we've done this one, and he sees that the idea, he takes them, oh, you understand? His own is to show up, make sure that they are running, the uniforms are complete, blah, blah, blah.
Somebody told me in Paris that, minister, your work is just give us money. Just sign money for us, let's go to Olympics. But Kelechi, if I give someone money, I'll ask you questions. How are you spending it?
Because it's when I don't get results, I'll ask questions. Necessarily, yes. If you send me to market, and I go and buy and meat, crayfish, this, and I come back with nothing. That's when you question me.
Exactly.
You're not coming when I'm in the market. How are you spending the money in the market?
Or the soup no sweet. If don't put the cheese, I'll give you money.
Do you understand?
There were a lot of shockers, Kelechi. There were a lot of shockers. Right after the Ophelia, we were still hoping, we're believing, particularly when 3 ladies for the first time in our history made it to the final of the long jump event. Never in our history have we had 3 finalists in an individual event. And so we started believing, we were expecting. Medals didn't come. 3 finalists.
And that long jump, especially with Sibrumi, I was really surprised. I thought she was going to get a medal. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I don't know what the conditions were. I don't know. It came to us as a shocker. I felt that one of them would nick something.
I know.
But it just didn't happen. And then you talk about the 100 meters hurdles. Our star girl. We just couldn't believe what we were watching. But that's where I'm also very, very upset. Yes, she ran a race. She's human. She can lose and stuff like that. But when 30 minutes prior to that, the 100 meters races and stuff, Nigeria ran 4x400 relay. We stepped out of the line.
There you go.
South Africa protested immediately. They disqualified us.
There you go.
30 minutes later, the French hurdler ran outside her lane.
Okay.
Nigeria did not protest.
Not even to submit a picture.
Just do something. It took somebody that posted on Twitter. You see, that's why we say, I love Nigerians. We take care of ourselves. Leave that we might have our differences.
We look out for ourselves.
Yes, sports unites us. So I pointed out, to the best of my knowledge, obviously, again, that's why you see I'm giving kudos to the minister because he's reachable. He's the one that is reachable. FN, they are not reachable.
The minister started calling all of them.
So what is happening?
Oh, Lord.
It's not the minister that submit protest.
I agree. That one, the minister did his job. Say, guys, jump into it.
I tell you, it was 1 hour. Whatever. It was time. You have 1 hour to protest. Now, although I've seen some other reasons that maybe they wouldn't have disqualified her because of so and so rule. Blah. I don't care. But you did not lodge any complaint first.
That's the
because
problem.
Because if you complain, they will remove points from you or anything. It's either fail or pass the complaint. So that really got me so upset.
I know, bro.
Because it's not good enough.
I know.
What are you people doing there? Is Olympics supposed to be a jamboree? Are you not supposed to be on your game? Look at your mates in South Africa. They even disqualify your own athletes. Probably if you did not even know, maybe you didn't even do any counter protest. I don't know how it works. But maybe you didn't even defend.
Bro, very correct.
You just they don't protest. Now it's okay. It doesn't work like that, and that is why you need the right people in the right places. Left to me, you see all these journalists, I keep saying making of champions because those people they're in every athletics tournament,
and they do their work.
That people get their content from. Maybe
shout out to making of champions, Bambo, Akane, Yemi Olus, the entire team.
Like they should be running the AFN. Like they understand the rules. You can imagine when that team broke. People were asking the minister and making of champions. What else do you need? who could not turn them to the AFN
That's
or
right.
NOC?
Because we don't even have who to speak to in AFN. People keep asking me, "Oh, who is the technical director? Why is he not doing this? Why is he not?" And I said, these are the issues. They are not accessible. They are not open. They are not out there, and that's why when we have problems, we don't even know people to meet to solve them. It's sad. It happened with the long jump. It happened with Toby. We were expecting medals. We didn't get medals, but some way somehow, Kelechi, if we take a closer look, we didn't win medals, but they are positives.
The Tigers, they really played well. Again, that's another tournament that I do not understand. No, I'm coming. No, because I have my issues.
I know.
Like, I would like to see that. When in football, we all know that when it's the last group game, everybody plays at the same time.
Yeah.
In case so there won't be any, they allowed Nigeria play first. Then France now saw our score. They now knew what they needed to do.
Yeah.
It's not fair. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, in football, again, I'm a football guy. It is goals difference, goals for, and then goals against. So it goes difference first. Yeah. If you guys cannot be separated, then it's goal for. Cannot be separated, then it's goals against.
Yeah.
In this thing, it goes points difference. Yeah. Like it comes last. It's points for first.
Yeah.
So that means you're not taking care of my defense. I was good defensively. So you're supposed to be punishing me.
But remember, the Tigers weren't so good against France. When they
no. That's not what I'm talking about. It's a group phase game.
Yeah.
Now you have if you're ranking them on points and whatever, it's supposed to be the points difference first. Points like the baskets or whatever difference first. Before, how many points did Nigeria score? Against how many points did Australia score?
Yeah.
Then it's supposed to be how many points did they concede? And that's how it's done. But in basketball, it was how many baskets points you made. It's confusing and that was how we faced USA. We played well against USA. I mean, if you look at
played very well in the fourth quarter, we left it late.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that if again the Olympics is done, but if we had faced Serbia or something, we might be medal hopefuls. If the table was adjudged, I'm sure that the rules were agreed for. We agreed before the tournament, but again, it's a very weird way of seeding teams on the table.
I agree.
It's a very weird way. So they need to look into it and make teams play at the same time when it's the final game. It's common sense.
Sometimes they try not to do what football is doing, but you see, football has done these things to prove transparency so that people will not
play. Exactly.
And FIBA, why are you not explaining? Like, people are asking these questions, people are worried about it. Just come on and give explanation. That's why
that's my problem with such sports. You wonder why sports like that. I mean, basketball is a global sport, don't get me wrong, but it's not as global as football because you guys don't make it as simple and for people to the ease of understanding the game.
I agree.
You understand? I had to sit down and really watch and using the NBA
because some people don't even understand what an overtime is.
You understand? You educate people. Let it go global. Yeah. You understand? And it's easy for people to just check it out because football is the most dominant game. It's okay.
Particularly for a sport that you get to score so much points.
Of course.
It's
an entertaining sport.
Yeah, so people need to understand it. Anyway, it is what it is. I was so proud of the Tigers. I visited their camp. I spoke to them. Those girls, record breakers. We should be so proud of them. Don't forget, there were issues too.
When they were in Germany, they had to take an 8-hour bus ride.
Opening ceremony too.
They were bounced off the boat. But again, they just went on with the job. They didn't complain. Maybe they signed an NDA, who knows? Because those guys have been through a lot. You remember they didn't play at the last. They were banned from playing at the last World Cup. And
after qualifying,
all those dramas. And that's why we have to empower their game, especially the women. Empower during the Olympics. You saw me, posting a lot about empower her game, game. You have to empower them. Not tomorrow now when they go to another country, be like, oh, they were not loyal enough. They were not giving what to Nigeria. No, you have to empower people, make sure that they succeed for them to represent you well.
That's right.
You just can't be treating people like they are nobody.
So sad.
It's rubbish.
The Tigers, they've gone through a lot of mental stress.
A lot.
And they still have, I spoke to one of the players. I said Australia had to collect with all of the frustrations.
Yeah,
they just,
they took the world by storm.
Australia.
And you know, success has
Yeah.
good friends, so many good friends. Even those people that did not empower these women, they help them outside. Hey, now,
That's it.
no,
No.
they did it for themselves. They did it for the
that's
country.
right.
Not you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have had so many opportunities to empower them.
You didn't.
You didn't. How can somebody take an 8-hour coach ride?
Oh Lord.
You not fly
goodness.
there.
Top professionals.
It doesn't make sense.
Girls who are playing abroad and they see how people do things. Baba, let's not. Look, the issues are out there. We are professionals. You've been in the UK for some time. I've just come here and we see how people run sports. What is the model that we can take back to Nigeria? Because look, I keep telling people we can just talk and talk and talk, but when it falls on your table, what do you do?
I mean, I think someone asked. I can't remember his answer to the question. I know you had the ministerial briefing, and he said about, because here is the lottery system that funds
the lottery fund,
the athletics here.
Yeah.
You know.
So what do they do with ours in Nigeria?
I don't think we have a lottery fund. Yeah. I know we have Baba Ijebu. Baba Ijebu is privately owned. I don't know if we should have something like that. But again,
Baba Ijebu, you give us money. Or...
it's a transparency for me. Even if you have something like that, are you sure that somebody will just be collecting it on the side? That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good to suggest so many things, but if you don't have the structures in place to mitigate any negative actions, then you might as well not do it. To be honest, I don't want a situation whereby I'm saying, okay, let me buy lotto ticket. Yeah. Obviously, the lotto will be going on, and the people that will win their lotto. Yeah. But someone will not be on the side cutting out. It doesn't.
Not
it doesn't
using
make
it
sense.
for the purpose.
You understand? You don't make it for the purpose. You look at, for instance, they say, okay, they are collecting toll gate fee. Collecting toll gate. Yeah, collecting airport toll gate fee, but the airport is still like that. Where's the money going to? I don't know. Do you understand? These are the things.
Let's give a shout out to the Paralympians. Those ones that they always win for us, but they don't get the right support, Kelechi.
Again, that's something that we need to look into. Obviously, guess what? I can guarantee you that the coverage will really be there. You know, because it's Paralympics again, maybe because Premier League has started, other football competitions have started, they might be like, okay, you know what, we'll not go do this thing. But you know, I'm you know, very, very hopeful that we will people will turn up for them. I know you're going.
I know, I have to just go support them.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure they will bring medals for us.
They will. So just a quick update, as I will mention, Nigeria we feature in 4 para sports. There's para athletics, powerlifting, where you know we do so well. There's para badminton, and there's para table tennis. You know, and look, I hope this time around, if they do well, it will be a good opportunity for the country to, you know, look at them, particularly now that the able-bodied athletes didn't win anything. You know, sometimes Paralympians will win so much, but because everybody won like maybe 1 gold, 1 bronze, or 1 silver, like what happened in Tokyo. The Paralympians brought home about 4 or 5 gold medals, but blessed in the borough do that and say, Bruno, 1 silver, 1 bronze. We faced them and we did not look at the Paralympians. I think with para sports, it's time for us to, because it creates magic. Just see people who have been through so much with life, but sports have given them a voice, giving them a reason to be alive. So I think it's important to support them this time. Very, very important. Kelechi, it was good doing this with you.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully, sports in Nigeria will shine again.
We'll keep holding them to account. That's what we can do. Having conversations behind the scenes. You know, hopefully, I know some of the associations we're talking about, their tenure will soon expire. We'll have to
the election
the
is
right
coming up.
People inside.
Exactly.
You know, in as much as I like the autonomy that someone like the ministers they give to those agencies, because that's how it's supposed to be. You don't want a minister interfering. Let's say, for instance, I know that with the NFF, the FIFA statute says the government cannot interfere. If not, they'll ban.
I'm giving you money. You're saying.
I know. I'm coming. It depends on the kind of money. When the Cameroon minister appointed a coach, and this guy said he wasn't having it, so you know you're risking FIFA ban, and if you're perceived to be interfering, and then they now ban football for something that's uniting the country, the citizenry will blame. They don't care about the politics. They will blame you. So it's better it's okay. Somehow oversight function. But now we need to also make sure that we put the right people
Okay.
in the AFN or NOC or whatever you
The
call it.
federations.
The federations,
That's it.
bicycle federation, that federation, everything. Just put the no, because I mean it's important. Okay, for instance, remember the Shehu Adigo bobsled? She was the one that started the federation.
That's right.
Yeah, she's an athlete. She went for the first.
And they're doing well.
They're doing well.
Yeah.
So put the right people there.
That's what it
we'll
is.
blossom. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
So guys, thanks so much. Thank you, Kelechi, for doing this. They say when there's no handshake, you do leg shake. About are you the runner?
Excellency.
Are you the runner?
Yeah,
Thanks, bro.
there.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
All right, that's it.